pretty early yet. We might have some more people jump on kind of late, but this is something that we wanted to do, kind of a newer concept. Thank you, Chelsea, for the idea. But we want to invite all of our VIP customers on the first Monday of every month. So if you are a VIP customer and you're tuning in to kind of check things out, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being on. Hold on one second. There we go. So anyways, we really appreciate you jumping on tonight, and we hope that you get a lot out of this call. We have an awesome community of people. It's a really supportive, wonderful community. And I think sometimes when people are on a wellness journey, especially when you're doing something like this and maybe you don't have a support system or maybe you don't have somebody doing this alongside you, it's nice to feel a little bit more connected and plugged in. And so we hope this provides that for you. My name is Natalie Becker. I've been with Plexus for over 8 years now. I'm a sapphire. That probably means absolutely nothing to you if you are not a part of our opportunity. But that just means I've shared Plexus with a lot of people and I love it. I'm really passionate. I'm not going to tell my story tonight. We'll save that for another time. But Nicole, that was talking a minute ago, this is my crazy older sister that introduced me.
I'm so crazy.
To Plexus.
You haven't met us both. I'm not.
She's a little crazy. But she introduced me to Plexus, and at first I thought she was a complete nut. That's all I'm going to tell you about my story. I thought she was nuts. I didn't believe in this stuff. I also didn't think that I could afford Plexus because at the time I was very paycheck to paycheck. I was not prioritizing my health, and budgeting to invest in my health was not even an idea in my head. And when I really took a look at it and looked at all the things I was spending money on that was actually hurting my health, this ended up making a lot more sense to me. And then after I started to have the health ones I did, it made total sense. So instead of her being crazy, I guess she kind of knew something.
She needed it.
She knows some things, I guess. I don't know. But that's us. Nicole's a diamond senior Ruby in our company. Again, if you are a VIP customer, that means probably absolutely nothing to you, but she has shared with a lot of people over the past 8 years. And I always have these bubbles that pop up, so just ignore those. Oh, that's new. Wow. We're learning things all the time. I'll have balloons come up too. I'm a hands talker. So anyways, stay with us for the call. I'm going to actually be nice and give you a warning and just say, if you stay with us throughout the duration of the call until we get done, we're going to try to get you out of here by 8:30 because that is the goal. You are in a prize drawing just for joining us tonight, and we want to do something fun for you because we appreciate you being here with us. All right. We're going to talk about first what is going on with Plexus this month. We get a lot of emails. We get a lot of notifications about things. We're trying to always keep you guys in the loop on the team pages, on the customer page, all the stuff. But things can get lost in translation because how many notifications do we get all the time, every day, right? So we're going to go over the things that are going on in Plexus this month just so that you have an idea. If there's any promotions or incentives or anything that apply to you, and maybe you can learn how to utilize your VIP customer benefits even better and save more and maybe try something new for free or for less. So that's where we're going to start. The product of the month this month is where we're going to start is greens. How many people on this call use our greens? Drop a 1 in the comments if you use greens. I want to see it. I do, but I don't have time to type. Okay, greens is amazing if you are somebody who struggles to get in your fruits and veggies, if you are someone who just knows you're not getting enough, if you hate fruits and veggies, if you're really a picky eater, it's super, super important that you are getting in greens in your diet for many different reasons. Digestive health is a big one, but also just making sure you're getting the proper nutrients in your diet so that your body can function properly. So greens provides that. It's from organic fruits and vegetables. It has kombucha in it. It has apple cider vinegar in it, and it also has oat fiber. So just a really awesome product. It's actually one of the best tasting greens that I've ever tried. If you've ever tried greens before, a lot of times it tastes like I don't know, finely ground grass clippings with a little bit of flavor. This actually tastes like berries. And so that in and of itself is impressive. You can mix it with Slim, you can drink it by itself, you can do whatever you want, but it is a great product. Anyways, greens is the product of the month, and product of the month means that if you add it to your March subscription, of course, that means that your subscription has not shipped yet this month. If you add it to your March subscription, you are going to get 50 extra perk credits added to your Plexus perk credits. If you don't know what perk credits are, you're missing out, dear, because you are missing out on free product every month. It's a great program that we have. Every time you have a subscription order process for 100 PV or more, you are earning free product credits towards your order. It has to process as a subscription. There are other ways that you can earn perks, and I'm going to get to that in just a second, but you can accumulate those as soon as you've accumulated enough perk credits to cover a product of your choice for free. You can go into your account, you can redeem them, and then it will add automatically to your next subscription of 100 PV or more. I get free products all the time. Who here gets free products all the time because of perk credits? All the time. In fact, right now, I think I have about 1,400 perk credits stockpiled.
And I'm opposite. I use them constantly, so I never save them up. Always use them.
I just got a free bag of Slim, so that was nice.
Isn't that nice? And there's people that don't even know their perks credit exist, and they like mess with their subscriptions and stuff, and then their perks end up getting forfeited, and then they don't get their free products. I've seen people lose as many as 2,000 and 3,000, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? That's like $300 worth of product credit. So that is something worth knowing. So anyways, if you add greens to your subscription to try this month and it processes with your subscription, you get 50 bonus perk credits on top of what you would already be getting. And then you also are going to get, hold on, I want to back up. If you actually use your perk credits that you've accumulated to get greens and you add that to your subscription, you redeem perks for greens, then you're going to get that product for 50 perks credits less than you would normally have to use up to get it. So you're either way, you are getting more or saving more perks trying greens this month. And it's March and it's St. Patrick's month. And so it just makes sense. Get the greens, try it, don't put it in your beer. That might be weird. I don't know. I think that's counterproductive, but I don't know. And a reminder, if you download the Plexus Go app and you register for Plexus Pivotal, our 90-day wellness system within the app, every time that you have a subscription for 100 and is it 35 or 150? Who can tell me? 150, I think it's 150 PV. You actually get bonus perks added to your perks too. So not only are you like getting them just for having consistent orders, you're also getting them for just being registered for Pivotal within the Plexus Go app. And if you hit a certain amount of PV over the course of 3 months, they give you another bonus amount on top of that. And I accumulate a ton for that. Even if you're not diligently using the Plexus Pivotal app, which it's a great tool, you get these free Plexus perk credits just for being registered for it. So, and you can register and re-register for Plexus Pivotal as many times as you want. So you can just keep earning these extra free product credits and keep racking them up over and over and over again. Okay, that's it for my part. Nicole.
That is awesome. Okay, so I want to know who here knows about our refer and earn program. Everybody know? Okay, so Plexus has a really, really awesome refer and earn program. And just by this month, they've got some really awesome things going on. But if you were to use your referral link and send it out, just like what, those food services, what are they called? Nat, help me out. HelloFresh. You know how they send you the little cards? They tell you to share it with a friend. It's the same thing. Share your referral link with 3 friends and you'll earn $320 just in cash, just referring 3 friends they order a welcome pack using your referral link. Pretty awesome. If you refer 6 this month, you're going to earn $450 plus a Series 9 Apple Watch. Like that is crazy right there. That's crazy. So there's so many different ways that you can earn, and like you can add as many friends as you want to. But we're only going to talk about the 3 and 6 tonight. So just know that if you refer 3, $320, refer 6, 450 plus a Series 9 Apple Watch. And I am ready for a new watch. I have a little bit of a crack on my screen and I want a new one. So I'm going for that. Anybody else?
To clarify, this is for like.
Does anybody know if there's a Samsung option?
They did not mention that.
Yes,
Oh.
one of the links
Oh,
said one or the other.
There is.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But just also just to back up for 1 second, with the referral program, the cash amounts that we are specifying are like if you are someone who's brand new to
Yes.
referring people, you still obviously earn referral cash for referring people, even if you've already referred people, but it's a larger amount when you first refer people. So
Also, when you have friends or family member order from you, and they order as a VIP this month, when they get a welcome pack, they're going to get a free 3-day reset. It's our viral product. It helps you to lose people. Most people lose about 5 to 6 pounds in the 3 days, and it just helps you to get better results on your combo that you pick. So they get a free reset, which is an $89 value this month with their combo, which is really, really awesome. So not only they're going to get a really awesome deal, but you're also going to benefit from the cash rewards. And if you help 6, you'll get a Series 9 Apple Watch too. So that is that for our referring friends. And then, if they don't want to reset, then they can use the code GIVE10 for $10 off. Customers that have not made a purchase in the last calendar month can use the code SAVE10 and save $10 on their order of 50 PV or more. Just a one-time manual order. And then this is the very last month for Slim Down and Get Balanced Challenge. And the prize is a Tempo Starter Gym. And I do not know what that is, but I'm sure it's cool. If it's coming from Plexus, it's got to be cool.
I looked
right?
them up and I think they're like $3,000 or more. Or
What?
something.
So
I
is
think-
it kind of like a tonal gym, maybe?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So
Yeah. So last month for the Slim Down and Get Balanced Challenge, if you're not in it and you want information about it, let us know. But you can you could be in a prize drawing for that. So that's pretty
check
cool.
your email, because recently they did send out, it might've been within the last few days, if you are interested in doing it, or you have been doing it and you just like don't even know where to submit your before and afters, they have a link that they just sent out in an email that tells you a little bit more about how to send a good before and after, and also where to send it with a link. So, and if you, again, need more information about that, we can get you plugged in. Okay. Product education time. We're moving on. The Sweet Tea Slim, Sweet Tea Slim. I wanted to say Slim Sweet Tea and I said it completely backwards, but if you're a Southerner, you're probably especially excited. I wasn't sure about the tea, like what Nicole was saying. I'm not really, I like tea actually, like I like sun tea just fine. In fact, if I go to Subway or somewhere like that, it's my drink of choice because I don't drink soda and I don't drink sugary drinks. So I like sun tea, but I never get sweet tea because all of the sugar, I think, is what it really is. I don't know that it's that I don't like it. I think it's just because I know it has a lot of sugar in it and I avoid it. So I'm just not much of a sweet tea drinker. But I think if I knew that I was drinking it and it was sweet and it didn't have all the sugar,
Good for you.
healthy,
And good for you.
and it was good for you, I probably would not have a problem. I have not been able to try it yet, but as soon as the product drops tomorrow, I'm going to hit the ground running on that. But Nicole has, and she actually ended up drinking 2. She's like, I've actually already had 2 today. So she's
good.
super picky. And so if she's as picky as she is and she likes it, I know that I'm going to like it, and a lot of other people are going to love it too. So, Slim, if you are somebody that is on this call, chances are you probably have or are using Slim as a part of your daily regimen. Here are some things to know. This particular variety is Microbiome Slim. Renee loves sweet tea. I know. I'm still excited. Like, even though I didn't think I would love it, now I'm getting kind of hyped because everybody else is like, I don't even care if you like sweet tea, you're going to like this. But anyways, this is the microbiome version of Slim. We have two varieties of Slim. We have Hunger Control Slim and we have Microbiome Slim. The main difference between the two is the amount and types of fiber that are being used. The Hunger Control Slim has 6 grams of soluble fiber. The Microbiome Slim has 3 grams of XOS prebiotic fiber, which means probably nothing to you, but it's just a very targeted type of prebiotic fiber that feeds good bacteria in your gut. Soluble fiber, in a way, is actually a form of prebiotic too, but they're just different and they do slightly different things. Soluble fiber actually helps you to feel fuller faster and for longer. And if you're somebody that struggles with constipation, it actually helps with even better motility. So if you're someone who struggles to go to the bathroom, whether you have weight to lose or not, or whether you have issues with hunger or not, Hunger Control Slim is a great option. But Microbiome Slim definitely has its benefits, and you can drink a Hunger Control Slim and a Microbiome Slim in the same day and get lots and lots of benefits and lots of good fiber in your diet. Sorry, if somebody has a question, you can always like speak up, because I just talk really fast sometimes, and I will stop and I will answer it. So anyways, the Slim Sweet Tea is the microbiome version. It's the one that actually targets and feeds the good bacteria in your gut, called Akkermansia. Again, big word, don't need to know it, but just know that it targets and feeds a type of good bacteria in your gut that's responsible for digestion and metabolism. And studies have found, and the whole reason that we use that type of fiber and the whole reason that we target that bacteria, the Akkermansia, is because studies have found that people that have higher levels of Akkermansia naturally in their gut tend to be thinner and tend to metabolize faster. And so that's part of the point of that one. Like, again, if you think you could benefit from both, there's nothing wrong with taking both types of Slim in the same day. Some people mix them together. It's a lot of fiber at once. If your system can handle it, go for it, rock it out, do the thing. But if you need to split them up, split them up. But like, there's many days where I have taken both and I do great, but I've also been using the products for a while. So just kind of test it out, see how it goes. One thing that I noticed that is just a slight difference with the Sweet Tea Slim, which, by the way, all my Southern friends and my friends that love sweet tea said it tastes just like Chick-fil-A sweet tea. So I don't know, like, I heard that's a thing. Like, I didn't even know Chick-fil-A sweet tea was like a big thing, but it is. And they said that it tastes just like Chick-fil-A sweet tea. So that's going to be pretty awesome, I'm thinking. What I was going to say, one difference that we noticed on the package, which is different from our other Slim, is that it notates that while it's still less than 2% natural caffeine, which is less than a cup of decaf coffee, which is a super negligible amount, should not bother anyone unless like somebody's got some very rare condition in which they are very sensitive to all caffeines. It did list in the verbiage that there's 25 milligrams of natural caffeine, which is different from what we see on the other ones. But again, this is a tea product, so I guess to me that makes sense. But even so, 25 milligrams of caffeine is like 1/4 the caffeine of a cup of coffee. 100 grams of caffeine is pretty standard for a cup of coffee. So this is pretty low still, and it really shouldn't negatively impact or bother anyone in that way. But all the same ingredients otherwise. If you look at the back, it's the same ingredients as our other Microbiome Slim. Nothing else has changed except the flavoring and maybe just a little bit of caffeine. It's available in 2 ways when it drops tomorrow. Only 2 ways that I have, to my knowledge. If I am wrong, correct me. But you can either get it as an individual 15-stick bag. Normally our bags of Slim are 36. They're offering this to you to try as one bag with 15 sticks. So like if you're like, ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, you could do that. And it's gonna be $40 for one bag. Or you can get a twin pack, which is 30 servings, a 1 month supply. And it also comes with the cute little mug that you might be seeing everywhere in all the pictures. It comes with like a mason jar mug, which is perfect for sweet tea. It's super cute. I love drinking things out of mason jars. So it comes with this cup. It has a lid and a straw and everything too. It's really, really cute. And that is $80. So if you do the twin pack, get the free mug, it's $80. Those are the only two ways it's available. And here's the other thing. I've got people asking me questions already in my DMs for my story. Can I use this in my subscription? Can I substitute it? At this point in time, it is a limited time only product, and it's not going to be available in like the flavor drop down options when you go to Triplex or any of the combos right now. So it's just available a la carte. It's only available by itself. And here's the other thing. They're projecting that this is going to sell out within 24 to 48 hours. And so not to stress you out, it's actually a good thing. It's in demand. But if you really want to get your hands on this and you really want to try it and you don't want to have FOMO, get on the site tomorrow and be checking and checking and checking for it in the morning as many times as you can. And place your order as soon as possible so that you don't miss out. Will they replenish it? I don't know. They don't actually tell us that kind of stuff. Like they tell us some things, but they don't tell us stuff like that because they want to keep some things a mystery. So we don't know where we stand on that, but they are anticipating that this is going to sell out. And hold on, I see questions popping up and I am not seeing.
Natalie, I was
Yeah.
going to share that on the Ruby's call. They did say that if it sells out and has the interest that they were hoping for, that they would love to make it an
Permanent.
option for both hunger control and microbiome in the future.
And that would be amazing. And generally, thank you for telling me that. And generally speaking, if something goes over really well, it's really popular, then it's something that we at some point in time add to our line, usually. But sometimes it takes a while. So you may have to wait a little bit if you don't get in on this. I plan on stocking up, do what you can with what you've got if it's something that you want to try. I do know that there is a pay in 4 option. If you have PayPal, now, not that I'm encouraging you to like put things on credit cards and go into debt over Plexus, because I'm not, but I'm saying if it's something that you really, really want, but you're like getting a little tight because it's not quite payday, but you don't want to miss out. I do know that there is a pay in 4 option if you have PayPal. And so it can break your payments up into 4 separate payments over like the course of 6 or 8 weeks or something like that. It's like once every 2 weeks. So over 6 weeks, you'd be paying 1/4 of the payment. So that's just something to consider if you're a little tight and you really want to get some. Any questions before we move on about the Sweet Tea Slim? Who's excited? I'm excited. This is interesting. Like this is probably the most interesting flavor that we've had, and I'm getting
It
a
really is. I was surprised. I was really surprised.
This might be a great thing, you guys, for people. Do any of you that share Plexus, do you ever get a customer or somebody who's like, I'm just like not wild about fruit flavors? I get
think
that
this
a
would be
lot.
a great option for men. I think men will really like this.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that like I've had a good handful of people over the years who just like, I just don't like fruit drinks. I don't like fruity stuff. This might be a really good subtle, even though it's sweet, it might be a good subtle option for them or something that's more along the lines of what they would like. So that's really awesome. Something new to try anyways. Or someone who's getting if you're getting a little flavor fatigued, if you're like, I liked a little variety, this is a good way to mix it up. Okay. Anything else?
I'm just staring at Allie's baby.
I know, Allie, we haven't seen you.
Good to see you on, girl.
Congratulations. What a little sweet Pete. Oh,
Yeah, she's so
It's past
sweet.
her bedtime, but she tried to eat you. She tried to eat you a little bit ago.
no
How
rules.
cute.
You're too cute.
so
You don't have a
cute.
bedtime. I said you can go to bed whenever you want. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good to see you. So we're going to move on. Tips and encouragement, because I want to make sure that Sydney has enough time to talk here. We're going to make this short and sweet and to the point. We're going to talk about consistency really fast. If you are a VIP customer on here, maybe you're new, maybe you've been around for a little bit. Maybe you're a brand ambassador and you still struggle with this a little bit because it's a thing that people struggle with. Consistency matters. It is so extremely important when it comes to supplementation. You want continuity, because if you're just taking it when you remember or here and there and everywhere, you are not getting the benefit of your products. And it's kind of like you're starting all over all the time. And what's the point of that? Like, that's throwing money down the drain. So if, always remember why you started in the first place. Make that like your first number one priority. What are you hoping to achieve? What do you want to happen as a result of using these products? And hopefully that is motivation enough for you to set an alarm on your phone. Set your stuff out where you can see it. Put it in your purse. If one of your doses or something that you're taking is a daytime product, or maybe it's a morning product, but you go to work really early, whatever. Prepare yourself, get pill containers, fill them up on the weekends, set alarms on your phone, set them out where you see them. That stuff is super, super important. And we want you to have results. We're not interested in hit and run sales. We're not interested in you buying something one time and we never hear from you again. We are invested in you and your results, and we want you to get the results that you want. But the only way for you to do that is to take your products, take them as directed, take them consistently, and also stay in touch with the person that helped you get started.
That's something that I like to do is that every Sunday, that's my day to fill up my husband's pill boxes, my pill boxes, just get everything ready and prepared for the week, because, it's just so much easier when it's just there. So I have something, my probiotic and stuff is in my bathroom, on my bathroom counter, my kitchen. I've got my pink drinks in a little cute bucket over here with my pill containers, and it's just ready for me. It's easy and it sets you up for success.
So we love you and we want you to have good results. So really work on your consistency if it's something that you struggle on. And if you still need help or you need more accountability, reach out to the person that is supporting you, because we would love to do that for you and be that for you. We can't show up at your house and put it in your mouth in the morning, but we can message you. We can remind you. All right. We're going to move on so that I don't take up too much of your time tonight, but Sydney Klein is going to share her story. She is somebody that I met through Facebook, and we just stayed connected and stayed friends, even though she had zero interest in hearing about my gut health stuff and my Plexus stuff initially. But now she has a totally different story. So I'm going to let her share for the next, 5 minutes or so about her story, because it's something I think a lot of people really need to hear.
Sure. So, hey guys, I'm Sydney in Nebraska, and I'm a busy mom of 4, 2 still at home. We have multiple businesses that I do from home as well, and I homeschool. So super busy. I have a long version, a short version of my health story. So obviously I'm going to do the short one, so leaving out quite a bit. But if you are curious more, you can find me on Facebook, and I'm happy to share everything because it's been a long journey. So I've been struggling with health issues really since I was little. But where I really noticed that they were bothering me was probably the last 10, 15 years. And they were just starting to pile one on top of another. And it got to the point where I really, I just wasn't living fully for being in my 30s and then 40s. I was tired, taking naps in the afternoon. And I felt this internal frustration, anger, really. I can't think of any other better word. I was good at hiding it from my family, but it was just internally, I was just irritated all the time, and lots of digestive issues. So I went through this whole thing, went to the doctors, had the colonoscopy, had the test, all of that stuff. And finally, realized that conventional medicine was not going to help me because they said I was fine. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And so I went down the naturopath route, and that really opened my eyes to a lot of things. It also cost me thousands of dollars, and I did not get results that I was hoping that I would get. So the benefit to that was it really opened me up to there is more than just going and filling a prescription at the pharmacy. And so it did open my eyes to some things. Natalie and I had been talking. I was with a different company, and gut health really wasn't on my radar. But then I finally got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm desperate. There's a lot of things that happened in between then, but again, short story. I was like, fine, what is it? Like, and I think she can remember. I was just like, fine, what is it? How much does it cost? Like, and I honestly, I wanted to try it more or less. And my thinking was I'm going to prove that this isn't going to work either. And I had chronic infections like UTI for over 18 months. And I haven't had one since. And it's been 3.5 years. And I would be so bloated at night that I would sometimes, even in the middle of the day, I would just have to lay down. It was miserable. Couldn't eat every year or multiple times a year. It was like, oh, okay, well, now I can't eat this. I can't have almonds because it makes me feel sick. I can't have this. And I can eat all of those things. I thought I was lactose intolerant, and I'm not. My digestive system was just such a mess. So that is my story. It's crazy. And it's been 3.5 years, and honestly, I still feel like there are things that are still changing, but it's still getting better with consistency. I will tell you, there was probably 2 weeks that I did not take the products. And I was one of those, I was like, well, I'm just going to push my subscription out a little bit. I'm not taking it every day. And maybe I don't need it because the cost, and mom, selfish guilt, like I'm, having this money go towards me and not my family. And everything started coming back. And I couldn't wait. I pushed my subscription back up. I was like, I can't wait for this next month. And my husband is the one that was like, what's different? You're not taking them, are you? And I said, no. And he's like, I don't care what it costs. I don't care what you do. You have to take it. It's the only thing that's helped. And we've been married like 12 years now. And so he's been with me the whole time and seen all of it and the decline. So consistency matters. It truly does. And if you aren't feeling what you want, or if you're not seeing the weight loss that you want, it just takes time. And the only way that the person that has helped you is really going to be able to help you well is if you talk to them and if you're vulnerable. I can't speak for everybody else, but I can speak for all of these ladies and everybody in our team. We truly have hearts that want to see you find healing because we've all experienced it ourselves. So I'm so excited about the tea. I do not have drink fatigue. However, it will be super fun to have that for the afternoon in the summer because I'm a tea girl, not a sweet tea girl, but you know what? It is because like I cannot stomach the idea of drinking 31 grams of sugar in one glass. Like I just cannot do it. I just cannot do it. So anyways, that's my story, ladies.
Thank you for sharing. She has such a great story, and I just like her like perspective that she was resistant, but she also was at a place of, I said in the comments that sometimes that when it comes to addressing your health and actually like doing something about something, you have to be to your wit's end. Like you have to be in a place where you are uncomfortable and it's time to make a move. And she was still skeptical, and she really did kind of have that tone with me, like, okay, what is this? Kind of like, but it came full circle and I stuck with her. I mean, there were like a couple times, like I said, she pushed her sub out. She, was going through the healing process, and she had a like couple of things where she was like, oh, is this right? And I could tell it's like she's trying to search for reasons. She's searching for reasons that it's not helping. And I'm like, just keep going. And she did, and she made it out on the other side, and it's been awesome. So one question that I have for Sydney, she did mention she was with another company when I was talking to her, as somebody that was initially nervous to share Plexus, because I actually said, hey, listen, this is helping you in a pretty important way. And I know that there are other people out there that struggle with the same thing that you're struggling with, or parts of it at least, or maybe the whole thing, who knows? But you were nervous to even say anything about it, which I always thought was interesting because I'd seen you so freely share about other things online. What was the difference maker for you as somebody who was nervous to share with others completely and like kind of like, ooh, I don't know, but has since experienced a lot of success when it comes to helping other people start their health journey and get results and feel better? What was the main difference maker for you when it came to gaining the confidence to share?
You know, the reason for not sharing was multifaceted. I mean, obviously I was with a different company and I was at a leadership rank where you should not, like in that company, you can't like share with anybody. You can't have two companies that you're working for. So there's that aspect. And I was still with that company and didn't have any intentions of doing anything else. So there's that aspect, but also, you know, there's a vulnerability that comes when you talk openly about things like bloating and not being able to go to the bathroom and, you know, stuff like that. And as a woman on social media, like I didn't really want to put it all out there. I also have a very strong fitness background. I'm a nutritional counselor and I've been in like group instructor, personal trainer. And so that was another part that was really hard for me in my own pride, my ego, right? Was to struggle through that part because here I am teaching other people how to live their best life. And I couldn't even figure out myself, you know? So I would be like, what a hypocrite. But knowing all of the people that have issues, you know, and then just be like, oh, I'm so tired, or I just, yeah, I can't have that because you know, I can't eat that. It makes my stomach bloat up, whatever. It just, because it was such a thing in my own life that I was healing through, I thought, well, it's helping me. Maybe I can just share it with her, you know? So I started with people that like were my circle that I knew. Like I didn't reach out to other people. And so I reached out just like a couple of my friends and then they started feeling better. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. And then I think for me, the one was a dear friend. She's been with us since I started, and she had this horrible rash. And she'd been to dermatologists, like all this stuff. And she was just like, I'll try it. I don't know. You know, she's taken all these allergy meds. Guys, she's not had that for 3 years. And so that was like, wow, this is legit. And so then I kind of dipped my toe in the water and tried something else. And then now I've been able to help. I don't even know what the count is now, but the more people that I have a servant heart. So the more people that I have been able to introduce this to, and I see the change in them, I'm like, I'm screaming this out. Like, I don't care, y'all. I couldn't poop and now I can, and I don't even care. I'm plastering it all over Facebook because it is like, it is a gift from God in my mind. It truly is, because it's not dyes, it's not junk, it's not toxic, it's not a fad, it's not expensive. I spent thousands with the naturopath, and the average supplement that I paid for was like $100 a bottle for a month. Like,
If you go to a
that is,
supplement shop or like a
oh
GNC, if you go
yeah,
look around, quality supplements just in general are not cheap. So like when people say Plexus is expensive, I say compared to what? Like, what are
yeah.
you taking? What are you using? Because anything that's actually quality that's worth a darn is going to, you know, it's going to cost you. You get what you pay for sure.
So now my mindset is absolutely, I am selfish if I don't share it. Like
Mhm.
if I don't share it, because there's still days where I'm like, oh, do I really want to post this? Is that too much? But I just think, you know what? I'm making it about me. And it's not about me. It's about who is going to read that post, or who is going to watch my story, or who's going to listen to me when we're, you know, at an event or whatever, whose life is going to change because I was bold enough to share something that really works. And so it just takes time. But if you are like, I don't know, I kind of know this person or this person, or I need to, you know, maybe I should just do it. what's going to happen? You think like lightning's going to strike you and you're going to blow up into smoke? No, I promise you it's not going to happen. Just share the post. Nobody's going to think anything about you. Like, just do it because
You will
there's
not
somebody
get
out there waiting
smited.
to see it. Yeah.
You will not be smitten.
Yeah,
I just had
smitten.
a customer put her before and after up and put a little post up and it blew up. She had been in three-way messages like crazy. People want this. They need it. They're looking for something to help them feel better. This is
And just to piggyback off what Nick said, you don't have to have amazing before and afters, by the way. Can I just tell
No.
you that? Because I have friends that are thin and they're still thin. Like they were thin when they started and they're still thin now, but their skin looks different or their insides feel like they're not like gonna burst at any moment. And that stuff matters to people too. Not being a momby all day and like feeling like you can't get through the day matters. All of it matters. So anyways, if
Can I
it's
just
something-
announce the winner really quick? Because
Yeah.
people want to jump off. Renee Yeck. I just did it a little bit ago. Renee Yeck, you are the winner.
Woo! We
Thanks
will
for
get you
coming
your
on,
prize
guys.
in the mail. So anyways,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Welcome.
We don't want to keep you guys on any longer, but thank you so much for coming. We're going to do this the first Monday of every single month. As long as it doesn't fall on a holiday, then we might have to push it out a little bit. But other than that, that's when it will be. So hopefully you join us again. And yeah, if you have any questions about like a friend or a family member who might benefit from Plexus and would get something out of this, definitely reach out to the person that is supporting you and we would be glad to help. So have a good
Thanks for
night.
being on, guys. Bye.
Bye.